Like,
to say, like, if I could do it again, I probably wouldn't have done Kirby 64, but I was just so pissed off at John for stealing Jet Force Gemini that all of N64 beloved classics just went out of my head. It's like, damn it, what else did I play?
yep.
Kirby 64 was fun.
Yeah. And Perfect Dark was like a way better GoldenEye. Well, yeah. If Jesse were in the draft, it would have been a lot different. You know.
Would have picked 5 WWF.
Yeah. David Weiland goes for the irreverent stuff. That's why his first round pick was Majora's Mask, which is highly questionable. You know. But yeah. Yeah. It was a fun draft. Yeah, it's tough.
I used to love it, but now it's so bad.
The Zelda series
Thank you.
has advanced. Yeah. Yeah.
Every time that I bring up the fact that Ocarina of Time hasn't aged,
I was like, this game is
No, I mean, I drafted it with my first pick just, you know, on classicness. But yeah, no, I fully recognize that it's not as good anymore. Yeah. Right.
I definitely just went live a minute ago without thinking about it. Whoops.
John.
I was going to say, I got a little thing on Facebook that was like, Game That Tune is live now. Like, oh, cool.
Making him nervous.
Let's see. I still need to get the name set up for Ryan.
Wow, Johnny.
Change my name
Yeah, I had you plug in there as Shazam.
Yeah. I'll keep it
You're going to
Shazam.
be Shazamming all the music.
I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
My phone's at like 80%.
Did not come
I
prepared.
literally asked John when I walked in, I was like, do you have an iPhone charger? And he's like, no.
An
John
IPA.
missed Droid Army.
That's fine. Hey, cat. Okay, now, the names are all correct. Points look good. The now discussing is set to blank. Okay.
Yep. You both need to set your games.
Oh. We'll do that in a second.
Yeah, just
I'll
do
pass-
it, John.
Yeah, I'll pass around a laptop once we get going.
Yeah, or whatever.
I'll show you.
Da, da, da.
All right. So yeah, you guys
Wore my
ready?
Smash Brothers shirt.
Ooh.
Nice. I wore my doggy style shirt for this. I don't know what that says about me. Ready when you are, John.
Yeah, I'm just doing one last test of the chat thing because I think that needs to get restarted since I had to restart multi-streamer. So let's go and restart that.
And we've already gotten a message
Okay.
saying Ryan is super quiet compared to everybody else.
John,
All
you're
right.
trying to fuck me.
Language.
Ryan, do some talking.
Check. 1, 2.
You're nice and loud there, as far as I can tell. It's you.
Who cares?
Shit, we're-
It's a live recording. It'll sound better as a podcast. Yeah.
Let's see. He is into that bus.
That was actually me that complained about me on my phone. I was like,
Ryan, you've been Dire Crow this whole time. I had no idea. Ah.
I've actually been on every episode for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh,
It's like a shunned Andy Richter for John, just sitting there in the room, not being heard.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's not the right spot. So let me undo that.
Wow.
Okay. Not yet. Skype out. Outputs. Oh wait, I think they can hear us on Chrome. Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good.
John's like real stressed right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I keep forgetting it. Damn it.
Let's see. Ryan is being output to the delay bus and not straight to Twitch. That's correct. And then the delay bus is going to Twitch. Okay. All right. Ryan, talk.
Check. 1,
Okay.
2.
And then let me check my outputs here. I am going to.
Where's the other guy that usually does the show when I'm not here? I feel bad that he gets kicked off when I come on here.
Yeah,
He couldn't make it this week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think everything is set up now.
Yep.
Are you guys ready to rock and roll?
Been ready, John. Been
Okay.
ready for 20 minutes now.
Way ahead.
All right. 3, 2.
Oh, 3, 2,
1.
1.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Oh yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune back in the house once again. It's your boy John Harrington here. We got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
Yeah, we got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey.
And taking over John's room and coming back as a third-time guest, we got Ryan Drake. Say hey.
Hello, everybody. It's so good to be here.
Note self-edited, better fanfare.
Yeah,
Man, oh man, I think we got a good show lined up for tonight. Kind of curious to see how this one goes. If you're just joining us on Game That Tune, we listen to video game music, guess the games based on the songs. Do a little bit of trivia, goof off, talk a lot of shit, fire Johnny from the show a few times. since
Yes!
Brian's here. And it's the winner at the end of the night gets to pick a theme for the next episode and play some bonus tunes. So last week our winner was David Fleming. And David, tell us about the theme for tonight's show.
Well, we recently launched a Patreon,
Yes, we did.
your theme?
Patreon.com/GameThatTune.
and since we are adding bonus content when we get money, I thought we should have a theme for games that feature bonus content when you give more money.
Also known as...
Downloadable content.
There we go. Yeah. The D.
I like that he was like, our theme is give us money.
Yeah. There's a message underneath this theme. We want the money. If you would give us the money.
What kind of DLC are you guys putting up on your Patreon?
We need the money.
But yeah, so games with DLC. Thinking about it, that basically, with these days means this is a modern video game music free play.
Fuck.
Because,
Okay.
John,
Sorry.
you're fucking.
Seriously, you were so fired.
Man.
Fired for the first
God.
time.
I meant to open the video up on Facebook and hit mute tab, and I hit pin tab, and it got all
Okay,
loud
but-
into my headphones.
What a disaster.
Oh my
Don't,
god.
don't need that explanation, baby. Fuck. Where was I? Oh yeah, DLC, modern video game music free play, because all games have DLC now, except for most games made by Nintendo. So it might be our least Nintendo heavy show that we've done in a while, but I don't know. We might have found some ways around that. So, Johnny, if we're able, I would like to jump into game one.
Wait, I have a question. about your Patreon.
Oh yeah,
kind
go
of,
for it.
What kind of stuff are you guys putting up there for people who donate?
Well, right off the bat, when you join our Patreon, you get access to our Nintendo 64 Fantasy Draft mixtape, which is like an hour and a half of fantastic video game music from Nintendo 64.
I shouldn't have asked.
You get a free download of David's fantastic GTT rap.
What?
And we're gonna be adding monthly mixtapes and more random shit as we see fit. So we got a lot of fun stuff coming on the Game That Tune Patreon. Should you?
Well, I will donate to hear that.
Fantastic. That's eating our own tail there on Game That Tune.
All right, here we go.
Game 1.
Yes.
Whatever this is, I'm into it.
Oh man, I love that.
I was into that.
Yeah,
That sounds like
Very.
Dragon Force. I don't think that's a
very
hint.
into it.
What? I want that.
All right.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm
sticker,
so
John.
jealous that I can't have these.
Sticker game is on point tonight.
Yeah, I was like, John, let's do stickers. He's like, we can't.
So, who's got trivia on this?
I have trivia for this. Would anybody like trivia for this?
Please.
All right.
Yes.
So, one of the main characters of this game is actually based off of concept art of a character cut from the previous game. The concept art came out, everybody saw it, everybody adored it, and there was so much fan demand that when they released this one, they put her into the game. And it's actually her theme music that's next.
Fire Engage.
How's
So-
everybody feeling?
Dude, that first song was dope. That was very
Is
good.
everybody up on their Game That Tune mixtape history / their Game That Tune David history?
I just became up on it. I just became woke.
So.
Got some answers.
Oh.
You can't see it.
That's just love.
Gotta really squint.
Why
Okay.
is mine backwards?
So,
It's backwards
John,
for us.
John
Maybe knock it
Regan as well as Ryan both say Hyrule Warriors. Ooh, so
that's-
close.
Is that not it? John fucking lied to me.
Johnny!
Has the correct answer of Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Oh, come on. That's bullshit.
That's
Okay,
what it is.
Well, you know, Ryan, since you are a guest, point to Ryan. Johnny, no.
Yes! Fuck you, John.
No problemo. Now that I approve of.
Because,
So-
I mean, John's been on the show since episode 1. He should know better.
Yeah.
Especially
Idiot.
since the original Hyrule Warriors was on episode 1.
Exactly, man. Hyrule Warriors has been featured twice on the show already, John. And save for the episodes where we replay the same game over and over again. You don't get to use games more than once on this show. So, Johnny, that's a fail on your part, bro.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a fail
Um,
sticker? We can't use stickers. Never mind.
Oh, there is a fail sticker. So yeah, just David, get on the fail sticker. So let's see. Hyrule Warriors. David, do you like this game?
Well, again, this is Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Oh, man.
And
Excuse me.
Rookie mistake.
yes,
Yeah,
as
it
a
is.
matter of fact, I do. And
You're a fan.
I am a fan. And the whole reason that I wanted to bring this up, and I'm glad that you asked that question because I love this game, but I have a really, really hard time recommending this game without recommending the DLC. Because the DLC in this game is so damn good.
Excellent. So the Legends DLC, I mean, they released this as Hyrule Warriors and then came out on 3DS as Hyrule Warriors Legends. But then the Legends content all came out as DLC on the Wii U version, yes?
Yes, and then Hyrule Warriors Legends itself got DLC.
Oh, okay. Like DLC that's not on the Wii U version?
Technically, you
Okay.
can get the characters in the Wii U version, but there's extra bonus maps and character costumes that are only in the 3DS version.
Gotcha. It's a complicated
which
web of
had-
DLC that we're weaving.
It adds a significant amount of content to the game because each map takes like hours to go through because
Yeah, no
every map
shit.
is basically like 90 different challenges to play through.
Yes.
They're all incredible. All of the new characters are great. It adds Marin from Link's Awakening. It adds the Ghost Zelda from Spirit Tracks. It's got Ravio and Yuga from Link Between Worlds.
Dope.
Yuga is one of the most broken, overpowered characters in the game.
She can turn into artwork?
No, he does attack with a frame though. Like that's his weapon. It's a frame, which is kind of
Oh,
great.
nice.
I'm gonna see how quickly I can do this because every weapon in Hyrule Warriors is one of 5 elements, and every element has its own like strength special bonus. Yuga's
Love it.
weapon is lightning, and the bonus for lightning is you do more damage if you keep them in the air. So you're supposed to like air juggle with lightning characters. And Yuga has this strong attack that makes a magic circle that freezes your enemy for like 3 seconds. So you can knock them into the air, juggle them, and then freeze them, and then keep juggling them. So you just rack
Sweet.
up even more like bonus damage. It's ridiculous and so much fun.
I love it. And
I
love
agree
Link
with
Between
everything
Worlds
David
content.
said.
Yeah.
100% on board with that.
Pop quiz for John and Ryan.
No.
Who is Yuga and what game are they originally from?
Ooh. Hyrule Legends, not Warriors.
Yeah. No, second appearance of Yuga. They were from
Link to the world. Link between the
Worlds.
past.
Link, Link Between Worlds, the kind of
Yeah.
remake update to Link to the Past for 3DS.
Okay, wait. Link Between Worlds is the one where you can like flatten up against a wall and like travel through walls and shit. Is that not a thing? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. I know one thing.
Yeah, it's
Which is
Graffiti
actually
Link.
It's super cool because each of the maps, there's a Link's Awakening map, there's the Grand Travels map, which kind of combines Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and then there's a Link Between Worlds map, and each one has their own gimmick. The Link Between Worlds map is split in half. You've got a light world and a dark world, and certain squares will let you phase through to the other side of the map to like keep exploring. I get like the DLC just adds so much, and all of the new characters are great. Marin is amazing and so much fun to use. One of her attacks, she just rings her bell because she attacks with a bell, and the Windfish just belly flops into a group of enemies instead of scattering.
Oh man, yeah, the Windfish needs to be in more things. This also adds the Wind Waker characters. Yeah.
Wait, is Marin not in Wind Waker?
No, Marin's Link's Awakening.
Oh, okay.
Way back.
I trust you.
This
Please
time.
do. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have somebody check on that after the show. Note to self. But yeah, this added the Wind Waker characters, right? Because I remember seeing the trailer, and you're playing as the king from the Wind Waker, and he keeps turning into the boat and beating people up, and it's the best thing ever.
Because it's
I love that shit.
it's like a pseudo port / sequel, but there's enough new stuff that I feel it counts like its own game. Because it includes 2 completely new story sections. There's an epilogue where after you defeat Ganondorf, spoilers, like all this dark magic is like still there, and it kind of manifests, and it sucks in the Wind Waker world. So
Nice.
all of a sudden Tetra is just like walking on the island and then looks up and they're in Hyrule Field. So yeah, you play through, it adds 2 new like levels. One of them is, I forget what it's called, but it's like the islands, and it's a mixed blend of Outset Island, Windfall Island, and Dragon Roost Island. And then the other one is a mashup of the Earth Temple and the Wind Temple.
I love that. I love that world. Even in a mashup form, it needs to be revisited. That's fucking great.
And then it adds Linkle Story, which kind of plays alongside the main story, because Linkle is this girl who thinks she's the hero, but so she keeps like trying to go out and save the day, but her sense of direction is awful, so she goes like the opposite direction and finds other things. And then
her parents let her do this.
Yeah.
Seems dangerous.
She's like me when I first started playing The Legend of Zelda. It's like, all right, I'm going to go find something. Fuck, I'm in the graveyard. Oh, I'm dead. This isn't good.
Every time you're just always in the graveyard.
Yeah. Oh, no. Where's Dungeon 1?
And then finally you get to like the end of her mode, and again, spoilers, the good guys win. So like Link and Zelda go off to put the Triforce back and make everything safe, but all the dark energy comes back and forms a giant like black shadow King Dodongo, and the army's in ruin because they just finished this battle, and they're like, oh god, what are we gonna do? We need this hero. And then Linkle just kind of trots in and saves the day.
That's very Louis Tully from Ghostbusters 2.
It is very much.
See what I did there? I pulled it all together.
Wow. Now, we did get a question in the chat, which is the most important question relating to this game, from Pat. Is there playable Tingle in any of these games?
There is playable Tingle.
No shit.
Yes.
I thought for sure he was joking.
No, Tingle is... Because this adds in all the DLC stuff from the Wii U version and then adds its own extra content. So you can, from the, like right off the bat, play as Young Link from Majora's Mask, Twilight Midna, Tingle. I think those were the DLC characters that they added. But yeah, you can definitely play as Tingle.
Sweet.
His weapon is a balloon, which causes explosions. And
Spoiler
one of his
alert.
combos, he throws out a giant gold statue of himself.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's a power move. I wish I could do that.
Oh man, yeah, Tingle, he's just that guy.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
He's just brimming with confidence. Just hits you with a statue of himself, man. Well, fuck yeah, man. I was gonna say this is also a good time to clarify the fact that, like, games are probably gonna get like kind of reused on the show, but like what qualifies a new game versus an old game? Like, for purposes of this show, I mean, this technically did get its own release, which as far as I'm concerned, since it has pretty much all the same content as the previous game, but some new stuff, it's a new release. It's fair game for the show. And even if they were just to re-release this for 3DS with like, some like slight, changes and, not all that much difference from the Wii U version, like as long as there's some different music that you can pick for the show, because it is a game music show, the music's got to be different. So that's how you end up using, similar games on the show.
Oh yeah, every song that I played comes specifically from Hyrule Warriors Legends. It's not in the original game. And the game adds multiple characters, a brand new adventure mode map that's based off Wind Waker, which is super great. But the thing that I really like is, on top of all the story stuff, you can choose multiple characters to go into a mission and swap between them on the fly, which you could not do in the Wii U version. And it makes it so much better and so much more fun because you're not locked to a single character. You can swap it and you can give commands. So if there's like, we have to capture these 2 forts, send someone to one and go to the other yourself, problem solved.
That's a literal game changer. And I wish that was present in the Wii U version because, that would have made things a lot simpler. Like just running around trying to run back and forth across a giant map as one character over and over again. Kind of wore thin on me. So I never did get around to finishing the Wii U version. So
I was very excited. I was watching a video about Fire Emblem Warriors. They're like, because of the strategy in the series, we're added this feature where you can select multiple characters and send them to different points. Like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, needed that. But anyway, fuck yeah, man. Great pick. Awesome tunes. It's it's just classic Hyrule Warriors butt rock Zelda songs. So,
I thought for sure I thought after the first song the game was Guitar Hero.
The buddiest of butt rock.
That was so good. It's gonna be my ringtone now.
Look for that on our Patreon. Every song we play on the show, it'll be a ringtone. Can't promise that.
Yeah, that Molgera song from Wind Waker is good, but what if we added electric guitar?
Yeah. That's pretty much the qualification for Hyrule Warriors music. Like, take something that's already good and add
Hyrule Warriors
guitar.
Legends. Yeah.
He's right. It is. I keep on dropping the legends.
Jesus.
Anyway, fuck yeah, man. Anything else before we continue onward?
No, it's a great game. I highly recommend it for the 3DS, with the caveat that if you're gonna get it, you should definitely get the DLC.
And wait, should you get the 3DS or the new 3DS? Because I hear there's a serious difference in quality.
If you have an original 3DS, I do not recommend this game. If you have a new 3DS, I highly recommend this game.
There you go. That's how we do it. That's how we sell and get Nintendo to monetize our YouTube channel. So, Johnny, let's keep going, man.
Game 2.
Is this my game?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wasn't that beautiful?
I like
It was
it.
very nice.
That was
Truly,
lovely.
like it a
truly
lot.
beautiful. No one's gonna get this, by the way. I just needed a platform to talk about this game. Go ahead, John.
Ooh.
I'm a sucker for orchestras.
I can't blame you. You know,
Yeah.
especially when the theme's DLC. You gotta, you stuck with modern games, therefore orchestras.
Is this where I do the thing? I just found the thing.
Yep.
Okay. I told John I would overshare just because I love this game and I didn't have a chance to talk about it anywhere else. This game is pretty recent. It's the last game I got really into. Not that that matters, but this is a quote from I think it was IGN, some big website, about the DLC for this game. Downloadable content is that extra bit of enjoyment we can expect from a game that we already love. In the case of this game, we received a bonus chapter titled Road Not Taken. The problem is that we were wronged terribly with how it was handled. The DLC isn't anything like what it should be.
Hmm.
All right.
And this song is terrible, by the way.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
It's a nice little pick me up, right, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I think that that last song gave it away for me.
That's why I put it on there.
Impressive. Yeah. Yeah.
You got an
No,
answer,
I'm
John?
fucked. Yeah, I'm
All
totally
right.
fucked.
All right.
No,
There we go.
no. John's the closest. John Regan is the closest. His card says John sucks, and I agree.
He's right.
That's factually correct. Not Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Not Red Dead Redemption, unfortunately. Do you want me to say what it is? What if I didn't say what it was?
I think no, you have to.
Half
I don't know if
half the
anyone's
game
played
is
it. I
revealed.
honestly don't know if anyone's played this game, but it's the last game that I got really into that wasn't part of a series or a sequel to anything, and it's called Until Dawn.
Oh,
I played it for PS4, and it's a star-studded lineup of Hayden Panettiere and Rami Malek from Mr. Robot,
hey.
Ooh.
and it's
That guy.
basically a 10-hour horror film in a video game.
Man, this is this 2 out of 3 weeks we've had just a playable horror film. Going back to David Weiland's picking of the Walking Dead game, like
It's a real game though. This is like
I don't know
Until
if
Dawn.
this is
Until
game.
Dawn is dope because it's a game. It's like one of those games where every like decision you make will impact how things happen down the line, like butterfly effect style.
Okay,
but-
I mean that sounds like more than the Walking Dead game. The Walking Dead's just a playable storybook, so
That's basically what this is. Kind of. There's like apparently there's like 128 different like cutscenes you can open up or whatever.
Wow.
But it's dope because it puts you in that position of like I'm watching a horror movie. And when normally you would yell at the screen for the person to do something, it just lets you do it. You can
Yeah,
make
you get to do
completely
it.
normal, rational decisions that don't lead to anything dramatic. But it's about
Well, yeah.
it's about a monster. It's about a cannibal monster that eats people.
sweet.
and
To call the police.
yeah, no, it's a bunch of teenage. It's very my era horror film, like Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer, like. Bunch of teenagers staying in a cabin for the weekend, hooking up and getting fucked up. And then this cannibal monster comes around and
Cannibals and chicanery, just how it goes. You know.
But like the thing I love most about it is that whenever I play games like Resident Evil, especially the latest Resident Evil in VR, which is the worst thing I've ever done, it's terrifying.
Was it terrifying or humiliating?
Terrifying and humiliating. But those type of games like fucking freak me out because you're like controlling a person. You're like, oh god, I don't know where to go. I gotta run away, and it's all fucking weird. And my favorite thing about Until Dawn is that like you walk around, but then whenever like action starts, it's all like quick time events. You don't actually have to do anything
Nice.
for the whole game. For the whole game. You don't actually have to like shoot a gun really. It's all quick time events and you don't so as long as you make the decision to do the thing, you don't actually have to do the thing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decision-making game, and then from there, just press a button to continue. You've made the right decision, or maybe you haven't.
There's like 7 people of the main cast. They're all kids. One of them is Hayden Panettiere. One of them is Rami Malek, and there's different endings depending on how many of them die along the way.
Sweet. Hey, is one of the people in the game also Brett Dalton, the boring guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Is that who that is? I don't know. I've never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Totally. I was just looking at the Wikipedia page. Mike, played by Brett Dalton. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, Mike's a
bland-
shithead. Mike's a piece of shit. I hate that guy.
Spoilers for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's actually in line with who he is. Yeah.
But no, but in this game, it all like a lot of the DLC that came with the game is actually like it's like a bonus chapter, quote unquote. But you had to pre-order it to get it, and I guess the big problem was because I never got the DLC. But I guess the big problem was that it's like an extra cutscene that basically plays in the middle of the game, and like if you didn't know any better, you would just assume that it's part of the game, and that's the entire DLC.
That was the DLC.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, see, when you said it, I don't know, like just added extra story content. My initial guess was Mass Effect 3 because they added that whole big patch to like not ruin the ending of it. And then once that last song started, I'm like, no, that's not Mass Effect 3. I'm fucked.
And as soon as it starts, like the only other time I've ever heard that song is in the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And it's sung by an
Nice.
old class. So, like,
Did they make an Oh Brother Where Art Thou video game? I didn't know that was real.
I would play the shit out of the Yo Brother Where Art Thou
Yeah.
Telltale game. That'd be
Oh, yeah.
fucking
If
great.
they didn't, they should.
But no, like I think the score was part of the reason that like sucked me in because it's like it sounds like a film score basically.
Yeah, because there's
No,
so much
it's
room
super
on the
rich,
disc
it's
from
super
the missing
nice.
gameplay. Burn.
Suck it until dawn.
Yeah, boom. Yeah,
We'll
that's all
show
I did
you.
there. Just blew all your money on Hayden Panettiere and Rami Malek.
Yep.
Forgot to make a game.
Dude, it's super fun. Like I spent a whole weekend on it, and like I said, it's the last game I've been really into that's not like a pre-existing franchise.
Those things, they do sound kind of fun. It's just not at all my style of game. Like,
It's exactly my style of game as a casual gamer who doesn't
Yeah.
enjoy playing games that much.
remarkably casual.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of horror, and I'm not a filthy casual. So,
Dude,
you know.
horror
I
like
want to watch a horror movie, but I feel like pushing buttons too. Not
Yeah.
too many though.
Exactly.
it's like
I
an
wanna push a
interactive
button-
horror movie. Like you get to make
Yeah.
all the choices. It's pretty cool. I liked it.
I want to
hate
push
you
a
guys.
button often enough that I don't fall asleep during the movie. Perfect.
I love horror. I love cheesy, shitty, like teenager horror movies. I love them.
Have you gotten into at all the new Friday the 13th game? Because I hear that game's fucking awesome.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
No, I hear it's actually really fun.
Oh, okay.
It's an online like multiplayer game where one person plays as Jason and the other people have to survive. And
That does sound kind of
like,
awesome, actually.
yeah.
You don't know where Jason is. Like it's all up to him to like sneak around and murder everybody. And it's up to the other people to play like as a team and be like, fucking, he's right outside that door. Like, don't, barricade the door, do something.
And then you get a Leroy Jenkins in your midst.
Yeah, exactly. I want to Leroy Jason. That'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
Just goes running in there with the machete blazing.
Leroy Jason.
Yeah, but see, I was gonna say the thing about Leroy Jason is you can't kill him. So it's not like
Yeah.
he gets everybody down. He just goes in and slaughters everything. It may take him a while, but
Right.
he'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think you actually win by killing Jason. I think you win by like being the last person alive and like getting in a car and driving away. Like, I feel like I heard that. Like,
See,
it's
that's
not
the
like-
stuff you could do in Until Dawn when you could make totally normal decisions.
Yeah, it's like, let's get the fuck out of here. It's like you let somebody escape, Jason. You've lost. Your mother's mad at you. Like, wow. I want to play that game.
There'll be decisions in this game where someone's like clearly about like being chased by a monster where it's like, do you want to help him or do you want to just go back inside? And I was like, I'm just gonna go back inside like a normal person would do in this moment.
I'm actually being yelled at by the chat. Turns out you can kill Jason. So, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going on like secondhand, half brain what I've heard about the game. But yeah, man. If I liked horror games more, I might give this a try. But
check out a YouTube video and you'll get the gist. I will say one more thing.
I could just watch it.
Yeah, just
I could
watch a
just watch
movie
a
and you'll be
playthrough.
fine. But it's literally the same as playing the game.
Yeah.
Oh no, but I love that the character, like, they're not only voiced by Hayden Panettiere and Rami Malek, they're actually the character models are them.
Oh, sweet.
And so you get to watch them die if you want. Like, there's so many different ways. Like, Rami Malek can literally get his head squeezed until it explodes
God.
by like a cannibal monster.
Oh,
And they did so much. There's like so little gameplay and so much dedication to the film aspect of the game that it's very what's it called when something looks like not quite like too realistic? Uncanny Valley.
Yes.
It looks very creepily Uncanny Valley when you're like, I want these kids to die because they are creeping me out.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Just Rami Malek's dead computerized eyes. I want them out of that head.
Yeah.
Love it. Want to play it. Gonna check it out at some point.
The score is
So,
really good. The score is actually very good.
Yeah. Also, the music's very good. Not sure about that last song. As a fan of cheesy vocal songs in games, that one hurt.
That was the game that was the song that was used in the trailer, so I threw it in there in case anyone saw the trailer.
Nice. Perfect. Well, cool.
there was speaking of checking the game out, the chat is telling us that the game is free on PSN Plus. I don't know if that's for forever or a time limited thing.
It actually came with my PlayStation 4 free when I bought it. So
Oh, nice.
that's how I
Nice.
ended up with it.
Awesome. That's a good way to get. So check your PS Plus. PSN summer sale, I think, is still going on, so it's probably like $2 on there. So yeah, check it out. Probably cheap and totally worth playing. cheaper than a movie. Johnny, shall we keep it going?
Sure.
Game 3.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Passive aggressive, John.
That was cool.
Cool, I guess. Hey! Free.
That's nice.
Apart from that weird part where that guy yelled in the middle of it, that was a really nice song.
That was me. I apologize.
Yeah. Cool. So, who wants some trivia for this game?
I do, please.
What if we were
I
all
do.
just like, no thanks?
Yeah, exactly. Moving on. So, this game was
That was made more
developed-
impressive by the fact that David did it first, and then you did the actual one. That was
That's
impressive. I'm
the
sorry.
only way. That's the only way Johnny hits a sound cue is if we say what sound he needs to play, and then he plays it.
We have fun here talking shit about John.
Jeez.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
So, this game was developed with the expectation that it would be the final game in the series. But once it became the best-selling game in the series by a wide margin, the series was saved from cancellation. All right. So, good.
Well, if the trivia didn't help, that last song did.
There might have been some music in there that might push you in the right direction if you're familiar with the series, familiar with this game's numerous characters that appear in certain Nintendo fighting games. You know, anything like that.
Perhaps
Oh,
it,
shit.
perhaps it may have awakened something in me.
David B. Horny.
Oh. All right.
Not remotely what I was going for. Thanks, guys.
All right, let's see some answers there. Johnny says Final Fantasy 13. I'll go ahead and say that's wrong, but it's a good guess based on the tunes because the tunes are nice. Let's see. Ryan has a blurry something. Actually, Ryan is half correct. He says John sucks. But
Yeah.
in a more accurate way, David is correct because he says Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, dude. So yeah,
We should have a
Fire
special
Emblem.
victory sound for Ryan's like half correct answers of John sucks, where it's like the correct sound but cut halfway through.
Yeah, God, I wish I had.
Not the right time,
works
John.
too.
Come on.
That works too.
I was gonna say
It is
damn.
always the right time for the intro to Super Mario Bros. 2.
All my best sounds are gone from the soundboard. I got to work on my
I did-
setup here.
I want to talk about for a second that John Regan thought that Final Fantasy 13 was the best-selling Final Fantasy game of all time.
I did not.
I want to talk about the fact
By
that
a
John,
wide margin. What are you talking about, David?
no, I was going to make a point about John being foolish, but then I realized that I was incorrect, and I almost made myself look foolish. So, thank you for calling attention to this.
Very cool. I love it. I mean, yeah, what are we doing here if not making fools of ourselves?
I was gonna say, it's like I like the fact that John thought Final Fantasy 13 was the last game in the series when they're like talking about Final Fantasy 15 now. It's like, oh, but wait, if it sold well, they made more, so that makes sense. Never mind.
I mean, that's the thing. This game was developed with the expectation that the series was over because apparently Nintendo gave the guys an ultimatum. They're like, you got to sell at least 250,000 copies of this new game, or else we're done with Fire Emblem, and rightfully so. Fire Emblem, it's not like it wasn't a beloved series at that point. And then it turns out, oh wait, it is a beloved series because this one sold like fucking 2 million copies. And they're like, oh, wait, so people like Fire Emblem? How about like 6 or 7 Fire Emblem games over the course of like the next, 3 or 4 years? Cool. Crank them out. Nintendo's going to go back to counting their money. And that's just how it's going to be. Sadly, I don't play a whole lot of Fire Emblem games. I have this somewhere in my house. I borrowed it from a buddy of mine.
Why did you choose that as your game if you don't?
Oh, no, I'm
our
sorry.
fan
This is the fan request.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. This was requested by @Dire Haunch Crow on Twitter. Dire Crow. He runs the game music subreddit, and guy really knows his stuff. He basically just like outlined what I should choose for the game, which was nice because there's a lot of music in that game, and going through it, I was like, oh man, I don't know which ones to pick. So I pick this theme, this one, and that. I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe he should host the show at some point instead of Johnny.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like the fact that it's like, oh yeah, like I'll pick some music in a Fire Emblem game and everything, but these are like 60-hour strategy RPGs. Like there's so much music in
There's a
these.
shitload of music, man.
Shit toad.
I was going with shit ton, and
So much music it makes you shit a toad.
yeah, Fire Emblem, it's a shit toad, all right. Fuck, I never fuck up.
Wait, is Fire Emblem made by Nintendo, or is it just a Nintendo game made by another developer?
It's published by Nintendo and developed by Intelligent Systems, but it is essentially a Nintendo first-party game. And they're pretty fun. I like the characters, I like the world, the stories are cool, but I don't think I like the games. Like playing.
That's the same problem.
See,
I have.
see, if you didn't have to play the game and you could just push a button every now and then, you'd love it.
Yeah. No, if I could watch a fully voiced movie, if I could just watch the whole game on YouTube with it, just all the dialogue and stuff, but no reading. If I could just watch it, listen to it, whatever. I'd watch the hell out of it because it's cool, medieval setting fantasy stories. But I don't think I enjoy this kind of game.
Listen up, Nintendo. Fire Emblem needs more Hayden Panettiere, and you'll sell 5 million next time.
Yeah, bingo. Cromie Malik, please.
Starring Britt Dalton as Marth.
Yeah, God, the blandest motherfucker is the blandest. They teach Brett Dalton Japanese and make him play Marth. Fuck
Say,
all that.
the actor you want to punch in the face playing the character you want to punch in the face. It's
Ugh.
perfect casting.
The worst. I just can't even. Marth. I can't even say his name, or is it her name? Their name. Martha's all over the place. I'm guessing that Johnny and Ryan, the 3DS owners in the crowd, have definitely played and completed Fire Emblem Awakening.
No.
Wait, what? You think I own a 3DS?
I actually
My
do.
God, the silence was deafening.
I actually do own a 3DS, but I haven't played any Fire
Why
Emblem.
didn't you play? You should have played a drop right there, John.
I forgot that John does have a 3DS. John, you should buy and play this game. Oh man,
It always fits. It always fits.
Johnny, you should make it your mission to play this game. I'm not sure why, but you should.
The last portable system I had I bought the PSP when it launched.
Yes,
This was the last portable gaming system that I owned, and then I
you
sold it
launched that
within a
disc
month.
out of it.
Yeah, those little UMD discs.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa, I've not heard UMD in a long time. Whoa.
But yeah, so David, you've played some of this, right? Help me out here.
I have played it. I have a real good friend of mine who got super into Awakening. And when I explained that I don't like Fire Emblem, because I have the same problem. I love everything about it except I don't like strategy games. So that's kind of a big part of this. It's like, oh no, this is so much better. You got to play it. So I played like the first 2-3 hours of it. It's like, okay, this is cool. I'm finished.
Yeah. I got stressed out because I realized, Fire Emblem, one of the things that makes it, one of the lasting series is the permanent death system. If one of your characters dies, they're just gone. You don't get them back. That's just that. And that shit stressed me out so bad.
I think Awakening added, I think it was like casual mode or something, but there's a mode where permadeath is off.
Right.
which I
But see-
appreciated because I'm the same thing. Because I'm one of those people who just like hoards stuff, like just in
Right.
like in games where it's like when there's limited ammunition, hoard all of the ammunition and don't spend it because I don't know when I'll need it. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, here's this, bandit. Well, I've got a really strong character, but I don't want to risk him. Well, I don't want what. Okay, what am I gonna fucking do?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing. But see, I wanted to play the game in the authentic way of if somebody dies, they're dead. But then, and they said, oh, this casual mode, it doesn't have the permanent death. But as a guy that fancies himself somewhat of a big time video game player, I found that mode insulting. I've since come around to it not being insulting. It's just a better way to play the game if you don't feel like dealing with losing your beloved characters. But I was playing the game and I realized that one of the main characters in the game I let die in the first mission. I got part of the way through the game and she's having a baby with the main character. I'm like, wait, she's dead. Oh. No, she just retreated from the battlefield and I never get to use her again, but she's integral to the story. God damn it, I really fucked this up. Fuck. So I don't know. It's just it's cool world, cool stories, great music, but not the kind of game for me. Maybe Fire Emblem Warriors will make it more playable. I'm sure.
I can't wait for that game.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem Legends Warriors.
Yes. If you recall, just a few minutes ago, David was talking about how much he loves those beat 'em up games, and they're making one with the Fire Emblem characters. So it has to be different than this because it's a completely different game and should be more playable to people that don't like strategy games or people who like the strategy of slashing the shit out of something.
Clearly what happened was our good friend of the show, Shigeru Miyamoto, aka Shiggy, was
we call him
listening to one of
Shiggy.
our episodes hang on, he they like Fire Emblem but not playing the games. He likes Hyrule Warrior. We should just do Fire Emblem Warriors just to make him happy.
Shouts to Shiggy.
Yeah,
Obviously,
Shiggy.
that's what.
Now, here's the funny time-bending timeline of all that. This is the first time we've ever played a Fire Emblem game on this show. So Shiggy's listening to this show right now.
Oh my god. Oh god. I don't know what to do with my hands.
And in the time loop, he's gone back in time 2 years and begun development on FE Warriors. And, he finally realized the error of his ways.
I feel like it's come up before that I don't like playing Fire Emblem games.
Somehow, yes, but the music has never been played on the show. This is a first time. It's
I
impressive.
think I like that you took a fan request and you're like, by the way, I hate Ella. I hate all of this.
I'm trying to be polite. This is as polite as I can be.
I wish
No,
instead of permadeath we could turn on permafire for John.
Oh man, yeah, we really need that. It's called a mute button. Johnny, use it.
Oh, come on.
It's great that it took us this long to use. It's great that it took us this long to use a somewhat beloved Nintendo franchise on the show. I think probably due to the fact that none of us play it. It's like, oh, it's got great tunes and there's 15 fucking games in the series. Yeah, we don't play them. I'm sure there's some other giant series we're overlooking that's just not on the show yet. But this seemed like one of the last big outliers for the show. So I'm glad that we got that request. Glad that we got to use it. It's funny. We're also talking DLC games. I don't know that we've actually discussed any real DLC.
I gave you a quote about my DLC.
I spent my entire time talking about how good the DLC and Hyrule
Yeah,
Warriors
John, why
Legends-
don't you turn this inward on yourself? And I don't mean
I
John
am.
Regan for once.
That's the whole thing. I'm really just I'm deflecting everything off of me. So I took this request with no knowledge of the game. I mean, I played it. I didn't download any content, but there are Spot Pass or Street Pass
Like,
maps.
I didn't DL any C.
Exactly.
can,
I didn't D any LC. So
Because I think you can get old Fire Emblem characters like Marth and Lynn and Roy
yes,
in this game. Because
Right.
that's kind of cool.
I think that what it is you can download challenge maps, and by completing them, you unlock classic Fire Emblem characters for this game. So that's cool for people that know and love this game. And they obviously like they said, they were developing it with the expectation that it would be the end of the series. So they're throwing in everything. And it's like, hey, everybody loves this game. You want to make another one? Oh, all right, yeah, sure, fuck it.
Yeah, sure.
Let's crank out like 3, 4, 5 of these. It'll be great. So yeah, good games. I need to go and play and finish it at some point. I'm looking at it on my shelf right now. I either need to finish it or give it back to my friend who I borrowed it from 3 years ago.
Wait, what is your backdrop behind you? What is that?
It's a painting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big nonsense like a Pollock-esque painting. But
I couldn't tell if it was like a shelf full of things that were colorful or.
and my big Gyarados painting fell off of it, so I got to fix that. But anyway, thanks to Dire Crow for the request, and for doing my work for me and selecting the music, because the songs are great and the game is pretty good. It just might not be for us. But anyway, Johnny, shall we move on to the next game?
Spoiler alert.
Game 4.
Get ready.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So I actually have 2 pieces of trivia this week,
What?
but I'm going to go with one. And
What a piece of shit.
I just want you to know I did research.
okay. Okay.
I want you to know I know 2 things about this game.
But and if you need the second, we can go through the second. But the first piece of trivia is that the main theme for this game, which is what we're going to hear next, was used in a 2013 North Korean propaganda video. Do you need another
Sweet.
hint, or was that good?
Is the other hint going to give it away like all your trivia
No.
does?
it won't. Maybe. We'll find out. Let's just play the song.
Jesus, John.
I'm the worst.
I like that you type answers to yourself.
Yeah.
I love that song. I love that song so much. It's a very special
good.
place in my heart.
Yeah.
So what's that other hint there, Johnny?
So early in the development of this game, they featured an artificial intelligence called the Radiant Artificial Intelligence, where instead of giving the NPCs like scripted actions, they gave them goals and let the NPCs figure out how to reach their goals. And originally it had a lot of problems with like NPCs killing other like quest killing or like quest essential NPCs to reach their goal. Like you would have a NPC that was addicted to booze and you would kill somebody that sells booze, but he was like very
Hardly
important.
trivia.
Oh. And
Damn.
Before they released the game, they had to really
Damn.
tune it back. That's my trivia.
Jesus.
Did that give it away? I hope not.
Oh.
I feel like that's pretty good. Well, let's see some answers. Okay, so let's see. We have
I got.
Radiant Korea
Put mine up.
gun.
I need everyone to know that I got this without John telling me what it was.
We have StarCraft 2, and then Ryan has the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which is correct.
I got. John didn't tell me. I fucking love this game. This is my go-to. I almost chose this song actually when you told me what the theme was yesterday.
Nice.
Wow.
As soon as you mentioned Korea, I figured StarCraft.
I mean, that makes sense. But nope. Shit.
Dude,
There it is.
I sunk some hours into this game.
Oh my god, yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know you were an Elder Scrolls guy, Johnny.
I had this on PC in like 06 when it came out, and yeah, like God, like it was so immersive. Like at the time, I had never played any game like that up until that point. And I never actually beat the main quest. I just did nothing but side quests and loved it. It was fine. Like I had no desire to beat the main game.
In 2005 or 2006 or 5 when I was in college, I spent an incredible amount of money getting my PC up to specs so that I could buy Morrowind, and I fucking fell in love with it and became a super Elder Scrolls fan after that. And I played hundreds of hours in Oblivion and hundreds of hours in Skyrim.
Yeah, I think I got into Oblivion way too late. Like, I got it as like a greatest hits on PlayStation 3. And it's like, Fallout 3's already been out and is like this, but with futuristic guns and stuff. So it's fine, but it's not going to suck me in like I think it would have had I gotten into it right when it came out. So
I've revisited Oblivion like within the last year. Like I played it on, I can't remember why, but we played it on like an Xbox 360 and it is absolute trash. Like games that didn't age well, that is maybe the worst. It looks like Minecraft now. That's what it looks like to me.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I remember like, starting it up and it's like, I don't know, I feel like you emerge from like a cave or something and, look out into the world. I was expecting like that awe-inspiring moment, like kind of like back, when you were a kid and you played like Ocarina of Time, like the camera pans out of the field and you feel like you got this great big world and like you walk out in Oblivion. It's like, I've seen better than this. I feel like this is lacking. Like this, this was game of the year at some point. Come on now,
Man, in 06, this was like the most immersive, like greatest experience.
No, definitely.
It was so good.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember being terrified, like the same way that I get scared playing Resident Evil 7. I was terrified of Oblivion Gates the first time I saw one.
Oh.
It was the scariest shit.
Yeah, the first time you go through one and you're fighting those little like
Fire zombies,
like raptor demon things, and the fire zombies. Oh my god! Like,
I love it. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. Me and David will be over here having not played.
This is how we felt when you were talking about Quest Legends Hyrule Monster, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Touche.
And this had-
touche.
this had some pretty good DLC come out for it. Like there was an expansion called the Shivering Isles, where
Oh
you
my
go
god,
to this,
yes.
yeah,
I do remember that actually.
you go to this alternate dimension that's run by a crazy person, and everything's just crazy and weird and bizarre. Like it was really good. And there was there was a couple of pieces of DLC. There was the Knights of the Round DLC that was pretty okay. And then the best DLC was the Horse Armor DLC, and by best I mean worst. Like that was the worst DLC.
Downloadable horse armor.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
It cost $2.50.
Deal.
Metal horse.
And it was a piece of armor for your horse, and it doubled the horse's hit points. Like it wasn't totally worthless. But once you bought it, like if it broke or if your horse died or something like that, and you had to get new armor, it was still like another 500 gold within the game. So it wasn't like infinite
Ooh.
horse armor.
No, exactly. If you pay
free.
real world money, you get unbreakable horse armor.
Yeah.
You know that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
This was
$2.50. You could have gone and bought 1.5 Snickers. So
This is why-
to waste that candy potential on breakable horse armor. Come on now.
the horse armor was widely mocked as being like the worst DLC, like the worst value of DLC. Like it was $250 and it's mostly cosmetic. Because I don't even remember the horses being that important in Oblivion. Like if you lost your horse, you're like, okay, you just keep going.
feel like
It's
games-
not a big deal.
I feel like these adventure games, they overestimate how important the horse is. I was playing Breath of the Wild, and you get David. Have you gotten to the end of Breath of the Wild?
I have gotten to Hyrule Castle, but not gone through it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't spoil much, but the horse does come back in at some point, and I was like, "Oh, cool! It's my poorly behaved, untamed horse. Like, it's a good thing they're here for this big, awesome battle moment." Crap! I can't even run straight. I haven't been riding this horse at all. I've just been running around on my own. I think games tend to overestimate how important horses are to the quest.
But yeah, man, I love the whole Oblivion level up system, which is that you don't level up. Like your character doesn't really hit levels, your skills hit levels. It's so you just run around jumping and your acrobatics go up. So I would just run and just jump everywhere. And then I would just sneak behind people all the time and increase my sneak
Dude,
ability.
any Elder Scrolls game I play, it's all about sneak and
Walk up
pickpocketing.
and
That's all I
goose
do.
some people.
And you can-
just sneak skills.
Do you remember the end quest from the Thieves Guild, the Ultimate Heist quest?
Oh, I know I beat it, but I don't remember the details too well right now.
John's gone. He's like, I'm out.
But no, what was the ultimate heist at the end?
It was. I mean, it was longer than any quest I played in Skyrim. I think it was just this massive quest, and then I think you end up with the cowl at the end.
Yeah, you get I remember getting the Gray Fox cowl at the end. And I remember at one point you have to steal some fancy boots. And you fall from a great height and break
Look how
them.
riveted David is right now. He's very into this conversation.
Go on.
But no, I my favorite thing was being the side quests. Like there was a Mages Guild quest, the Thieves Guild quest, the Dark Brotherhood, and if you got your skills up enough,
He's still talking about skills.
Good.
I remember getting my acrobatics up enough to where at one point of the Mages Guild quest, you have to go through this maze where you have to step on these tiles, and hitting the wrong tile will kill you immediately. But my acrobatics are so high, I just jumped over the whole thing.
That's kind of awesome.
I was
That is
"Whoop,"
great.
and I'm done.
I did remember when I had Morrowind was the only game I had for PC that was Elder Scrolls. The other ones I had on console. But for the Elder Scrolls PC games, they have all the debug and unlock shit, basically a Game Shark, whatever that's called. And you can do literally anything in those games with the debug shit. You can fly, you can become a woman, you can make everyone naked. It's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, could you mod the hell out of this one like you could
Oh, yeah.
future? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is not the one with the Macho Man Randy Savage dragon. Am I correct?
That's Skyrim.
That's Skyrim.
That's Skyrim.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But this got its rating changed after release because the ESRB found out that there were nude female models on disc.
How was this not your trivia? Why was your trivia something dumb instead of this?
Johnny V.
Yeah, that's
Horny. How was this not brought up sooner?
Oh man.
Jeez
But-
Louise.
Yeah, it got changed from a T to an MA because of
Oh, they skipped. Oh no, that's right. Never mind.
because of content.
There's a joke in there somewhere. Fuck. I'm bad at this.
That game went through puberty.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
game
I was
grew
gonna
up.
say, I don't know how much more you need to cover on this. I'm
I
so
think we
pissed.
got it.
I'm so mad that you left my game till the end.
I'm excited about this.
I'm
I hope
so
it's. I
excited.
hope it's.
I've
I hope
been
it's until
waiting the
dawn.
entire show.
Why couldn't we just burn this off earlier?
Because you apologize in advance.
Anything else on Oblivion?
No, I think we got it.
All right, guys. I'm sorry for this.
Game 5.
And here we go. And here we go. This is the remix right here. Blow your mind.
What is there to apologize
Steve
for?
with D-Block. You don't know who D-Block is? Jadakiss, Chic Luch. D-Block. Let's go.
It's the finisher, Mr. C, going in strong on the beat.
Come on. Come on.
Roll something up so I can just blow my mind. Ladies in the air, blow my mind. Hey, blow my mind. Ladies in the air, you should roll something up so you can just blow your mind.
What's up, Mr. C? We chillin', listening to what you're doing in Broca. That's right.
Yo, I already got it. They want power. Pump haze, blow sour. Top floor, the Trump Towers. They style is nasty. That's why they want ours. Sign my name in the book. Send y'all chumps flowers. Light it if it's exotic and blow it till it's gone. They find out who got it and cop a whole John. Say I didn't warn you. Roll a couple up at the same time so the cipher could go around longer. In weed terms, I'm a couple pounds stronger. All I need is one more connect, California. And I ain't gonna rush. I'ma take my time, stay on my grind, and just blow my mind.
Roll something up so I can just blow my mind. Ladies in the air, blow my mind. Blow my mind. Ladies in the air, you should roll something up so you can just blow your mind. Just blow your mind. Ladies in the air, blow your mind. Ladies in the air.
Stacks of money, big Cohiba, call me Eddie Chiba, granddaddy blazing, she Luch amazing, cool Caucasian, system Asian, seats Italian, and a medallion, I be fucking styling. Answer this, who you know better than Kiss, better than P, better than the Silver B, back gorilla, Apollo filler, guarded twice, just that nice, look at the ice. Now look at the hammer. I want cheese like you in front of the damn camera. Till I see the slammer. Black chocolates, one bubble, the God is here. I hit the block, they put the lighters in the air.
Roll something up so I can just blow my mind. Ladies in the air, blow my mind. Blow my mind. Ladies in the air, you should roll something up so you can just blow your mind. You should just blow your mind. Ladies in the air, blow your mind. Ladies in the air.
Yeah, Jadakiss and Chic Luch here
Dude,
on Game That Tune.
I knew that was Jadakiss. I think I know what game this is. Well done.
Nice.
Yes.
My
Thank
friend
you.
plays that song. I have a friend who's a DJ who does like soul funk nights, and he plays that song at his nights.
It's such a dope fucking song.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, some simple trivia for this one. This is the first game in this series to feature ragdoll physics.
Yo, I got a name for all my guns. I nickname them, you dig? Kadir. I got a nickname for all my guns. A Desert Eagle that I call Big Pun. A two-shot that I call Tupac. And a dirty pistol that love the crew ah. My Tech 9 I'ma call T-Pain. My 3H nub I'ma call Lil Wayne. Machine gun named Missy so loud it go E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E. I ain't a tag popper, over collar popper. I pop cops, case sound like a helicopter. Bullets move like a G4, hitting 4-4 with the impact of C4. I bang out, change your route, give you detours. Walk in my shoes, guaranteed to make your feet sore. My P80 make you do 380. Straight jacket on my block, cause I drive the streets crazy. Kadir, I'm about to blow up. Peter Pan, baby 9, it'll never grow up. And I hope that my fast cash never slow up. And if you dudes wanna take it, it's over for ya. Yeah, if you dudes got ice, that's really nice. Got my Mossberg shotty that I call Kelly Price. It'll sing you a gospel if you niggas is hostile. Firearm might fuck up your posture. And you know I got the tech with the F, take your diamonds and pause with my pump named Prince. Keep the leather glove, no hints. Cops come, calm down. Case closed, no prints. You haters won't make it to the morning. So much heat, it can cause global warming. And you know I keep the Ruger something foreign. So when you hear shots, just know it's not a warning. I got a nickname for all my guns. A Desert Eagle that I call Big Pun. A two-shot that I call Tupac. And a dirty pistol that love the crew high. My Tech 9 I'ma call T-Pain. My 3H nub I'ma call Lil Wayne. Machine gun named Missy so loud it go E-E-E-E-I, E-E-E-E-E-Pow.
Kadir.
Nice.
Kadir, here on Game That Tune.
It's very radio of it. I just want to say, this was not a thing that I thought would happen, but when you played Elder Scrolls, I almost said, I think Elder Scrolls is my second favorite video game franchise of all time, behind only this current franchise that we're on right now.
Fantastic. So, how are you other guys feeling on this one?
Not good.
Based upon the genre of music, I'm feeling as good as you'd expect me to.
Awesome. All right, let's see it. I'm waiting.
I don't know if you can see mine.
Yeah, we'll get Ryan's up in a second.
Yeah. You can see mine.
Yeah,
damn it.
David Fleming says triple question mark. John Regan says Kill Bill the game. Ryan Drake continuing his hot streak tonight. Grand Theft Auto 4 is absolutely
I can't believe it. I didn't know if it was 4 or 5, but I knew it was one of them.
Dude, it had to be 4.
I thought I heard was the first song. Did you play the rip from the game? Because I thought I heard like the radio broker drop.
Yeah, dude, they were both like, that's the thing. If I was gonna play these songs in the show, I wanted it to be the exact audio that you hear in the game.
So you can hear the radio drops. That's what gave it away to me. Grand Theft Auto is my favorite franchise, and that's crazy that you played Elder Scrolls.
Fucking DJ commentary. Yeah, and then
how did I miss that? Damn.
Yeah, the second.
That's the one that has Juliette Lewis is on there too, right? It's a DJ.
Yeah, Juliette Lewis is a DJ for one of the stations. I don't remember which one.
Yeah.
You know, I mostly listen to The Beat, 102.7, and fucking Massive B, the the reggae like the reggaeton station. Which
I like that you know the frequency of these stations. So
they become ingrained in your head like a real radio station. GTA 3 and 4, I was really into like the talk radio stations. I thought they were very funny.
If I had fucking decided to really troll you guys and played the full 40-minute mix of all the songs from The Beat, you would have heard it's fucking 102.7 The Beat. They say it over and over again, and I played this game so much I know what fucking station it is.
They had like the was it Radio Broker, like the indie rock station?
Yes, which I barely listened to.
GTA 4, that was my favorite station. And that game gave me a greater appreciation for LCD Sound System, who are currently probably my favorite band.
Yeah, see, that's what I love about Grand Theft Auto soundtracks, really, is they introduced me to a lot of music. I mean, the earlier ones, like Vice City and San Andreas, it was
Flock of
mostly
Seagulls, baby, all day. Flock of Seagulls,
Yeah, dude.
I
Oh,
ran
it's
all
like
day.
80s hits, 90s hits, fucking like San Andreas introduced me to some pretty good like country and funk music. And then like starting here and into Grand Theft Auto 5, it's like, okay, yeah, they're not going to just like license like well-known music. They're going to fucking create their own music, pay guys to rap like they actually exist in this world. Like, and then, yeah, they're just going to get like really good fucking indie music for the games. And yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that, that I've heard for the first time in this and gone on to listen to a lot.
My favorite song of 2013 was this song it was by a band called Chain Gang of 1987, and that was like the main song from the commercial for Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was just an exclusive for that soundtrack, and it's incredible.
Yeah, no,
Sleepwalking, it's very
4
good.
and 5, the soundtracks are fucking awesome, and like like all the rap songs, like they, a lot of them are originals. Like they just recorded them for this game. They recorded all the chatter for the radio station, and it's really fun to listen to. Drive around, this somewhat decent, approximation in New York City, listening to fucking like reggae and rap. It's not bad. And then yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 is just, there's so much fucking music in that game. Like it's crazy. It's really good. But so David, you're the big Grand Theft Auto player around here. What's your favorite Grand Theft Auto?
Probably the only one that I put any significant amount of time in was Vice City.
Yeah, actually, that's goddamn Vice City is a classic. I love it.
It's weird because I love Vice City, but at the same time, like GTA 5 is just so technically incredible.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to go back to Vice City. It's like going back to Oblivion after playing Skyrim. It's weird that these are the only two franchises I know anything about, and they went back to back.
No, see, that's the other thing. Like, I wanted to choose Grand Theft Auto 5 because it's got the better soundtrack that I've listened to way more. But Grand Theft Auto 5 doesn't have any DLC. Like, they, as soon as they
online.
fucking like they came out with the game, and then 2 weeks later they came out with GTA Online. And then once they realized they could make money off microtransactions, I think that killed all of Rockstar's creativity. Like, you haven't heard shit from Rockstar since GTA Online launched, because
they're making a new Red Dead, right?
Are they? I mean, have they even announced that? I hope
they announced something very recently.
Yeah, but I mean, still, that's Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013, and this is if they fucking announced that they're making a Red Dead 2, that's the first peep from them in like 4 years. So
they have been doing a lot of stuff in GTA Online though. Like I still play GTA Online. They're still adding stuff all the time. They just did a huge thing for Independence Day.
Yeah, no, it's dope. But I think that they got they saw their bank account after the fucking microtransactions set in. It's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this for a while, for a long while. Like,
my favorite thing about GTA 5 was that I bought it on launch day, and then like you said, 2 weeks later they launched online. And that first weekend.
Because by then you were done with the story, and then it's like, oh, I can go online and play with 30 people anytime I want if the internet works.
It's so fun. But the thing was, the weekend that they launched online was so they got overloaded and no one could play. But anyone who attempted to play on that first weekend was automatically just gifted $1 million in online mode. Nice.
That's how I got my apartment.
Yeah, that's exactly how I got my apartment.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, so Grand Theft Auto 4, which we're talking about, not 5, it's still pretty good. But
that's where Roman, let's go bowling.
Yeah, God.
Cousin.
I was trying to figure out a decent way to ruin this segment with phone calls. Like, just like, so like I love Grand Theft Auto 4. It had a good New York City approximation. And an okay story, not bad, but you don't really care about many of the characters. And then like, I don't know, it's just I guess it would ultimately get outshined by Grand Theft Auto 5. It's at the time it was a fantastic game, right? Like this.
Yeah, no, I remember the day GTA 4 launched. I was house sitting from my sister for the whole weekend, and that's all I did was play it. It was an incredible weekend.
No, exactly. Because I mean, it was a huge city. I feel like the setting of 5 is better though. I feel like like the New York City setting's okay, and it was big and mind blowing. But 5 just blew it away with like the countryside that you could explore.
It's so much bigger, and it's all through. It's like everything California. There it is.
Brian, I think your cell phone's ringing, man.
Actually, my phone died, which is why I couldn't Shazam anything tonight.
Yeah, no, see, I can't figure out how to have a long enough prolonged conversation to interrupt it with cell phone call like Grand Theft Auto 4 does every 3 seconds. But that was the only problem in that game. You had friends that you had to maintain relationships with, and you're driving.
It was
you want to
better than San Andreas when you had to eat food to stay alive. You had to maintain your body.
Yeah,
but still,
work out.
These guys give you bonuses, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna drive around. I'm gonna find my next mission. Then you fucking get that fucking ringtone. Where is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Nico, it's your cousin. Take me bowling. No, man. I'm in the middle of something. I don't really want to take you bowling right now. Oh, fine. I guess we're not friends anymore, cousin. And then your fucking friendship level drops, and he won't help you out anymore. It's like, oh, well, that's a real pain in the ass. So then the next time you're in the middle of a mission, it's just like,
yep.
Hey, Nico, man, it's your boy, Little Jacob. Come and pick me up.
Oh, I forgot about Little Jacob.
And you literally have to give Little Jacob a ride to the airport at one point in the middle of doing something else. It's like, okay, fuck this. I don't care about having friends. As much as I want these guys to show up and help me when I need them, I really don't feel like interrupting what I'm doing, dropping everything I'm doing to give somebody a ride to the airport. That's not realistic. I wouldn't do that for anybody. If we all lived in the same town and I was just running errands and you called me for a ride to the airport, I'd tell you to go fuck yourself.
That's true. You would.
Yeah, I mean, it just would. I like you guys. We'll hang out. But if you just call me up and be like, hey, I need a ride to the airport. No, we're not friends.
No, you should have called when you booked the ticket.
See, it's that type of rational decision making that is why you will love Until Dawn.
Just don't give anybody a ride to the airport. But yeah, man, Grand Theft Auto 4 was fun New York setting, kind of, good tunes, shitty friendship mechanic. It was one of the first games that I said fuck this to getting a platinum trophy for, because I think Rockstar knew also that trophies and achievements were bullshit, and that's why they loaded the game with pigeons that you had to kill.
Yeah.
In order to get a platinum trophy, they gave you the most menial of fucking things to do. It's what was there, 100 or something pigeons that you had to kill in order to fucking earn a platinum trophy in the game, or in order to earn that one of the trophies, to
get 100%. There's all sorts of shit. You gotta make a 10 million foot jump in a motorcycle, and it's
exactly. Jump a fucking motorcycle off the Statue of Liberty and clear the water back to Battery Park. No, I can't do that. Yeah,
I think that those last two GTA games. And I mean, maybe Vice City and San Andreas too a little bit, but those last two are the best for me, collection of songs and video games that I think I've ever heard. And that's why I told you before we started, I asked John about licensed music because I almost played that too.
Yes, see, that's the whole thing. I also hadn't chosen anything just severely licensed for the show yet. Everybody else seems like they've done it, except maybe David now. So David's last on the licensed music train, but and that's the thing. I didn't want to play songs that weren't necessarily game originals. I played that second song, it's an instrumental, but that's another thing the Grand Theft Auto soundtracks are good for. They've got songs on them that are used for really good fucking hip hop beats. And it's just nice driving around. It's like, oh yeah, I know that song. Wait a minute. Normally somebody's rapping on this by now. No, okay, yeah, I'll just let this ride. This is good. I like this. It's it's almost a little music history. But yeah, I just wanted to play the hell out of some licensed music, and since they made a bunch of fucking ridiculous rap songs for this game, had to include them, man. I got a nickname for all my guns. That's just my kind of jam. But yeah, so I guess this wasn't as annoying as I thought it was going to be initially. But I was really worried that it was going to be fucking obnoxious. But yeah, good tunes. Good game. And Johnny, I think we gotta go into that calculating computer, man.
All right, I'm just gonna have to wing this. I think this is gonna be tricky. Here we go.
Calculating computer. I've got the win jingle.
Okay, sweet.
Calculating computer activated. Computers.
Well, it's like Little Mermaid on NES, but there's aliens.
Beeps. Scoring complete.
Perfect.
This game's winner is
make that?
That was last time I was here. Wait, I sent you a victory song, right?
Yeah, the victory bonus tune, but not the computer win jingle.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Dude, last
was
time
nice.
Ryan was on the show, he was obviously going to win. And so you asked me if I could make one during the show, and I literally pulled up Audacity on mute and just slapped that together using fucking that's like WWF Royal Rumble music from
No,
Super
last time I was here, I
Nintendo.
remember you guys were playing a song and I didn't know it, and John was like, "Just write this down. It's right. You're gonna win." And I was like, "All right."
That's me, man. But yeah, so I made that just without actually listening to it in the background of the last time Ryan appeared. So yeah, we've got Ryan's win jingle, and
Nice.
congratulations, Ryan! Great game.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That was an honest victory. I actually knew two of those.
This was no bullshit. Ryan kicked
Those
all
are the
our
only
asses.
two franchises I know anything about, but I can't believe you played them back to back.
Yeah, man, this was fantastic. Fucking I can't even. There's no like bullshit to this. You just knew all the games. I'm really really happy with that. So yeah, do we ask Ryan to pick a theme for the next show, even though he's not gonna be on it?
Were you gonna play my victory song? It goes hand
That's
in
at
hand.
that's at the very end.
I don't know how this show works.
Yeah, geez. Try to keep up.
No, so since you won, you get to pick the theme for next week's episode.
I have to do it right now on the
And it's-
spot.
Yeah, or you could.
Or you could
next
defer to
week
somebody
is
else.
episode 69, so we're thinking
Oh,
free
yeah.
love / free play for the.
What's free
theme.
play? What does
Just
that mean?
Free play means you just pick whatever you want. There's no real
Anything,
theme.
yeah.
Yeah, free play is just when you just don't have a theme.
AKA when John wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But John definitely doesn't win. John could win tonight, since he has 0 points.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay. Since you're doing episode 69, I'm choosing the theme. I'm doing it right now. Your theme is games that are rated MA. Ooh.
Hey, okay, that's actually really good.
See?
Yeah.
See? 69.
Yeah.
Touche.
That makes it even better that I'm just going to game over Johnny for scoring 0 points.
Game over!
Great job, John. 0 points and a failed attempt to force a theme into the next episode.
John.
That's such
John.
a game over. But he's on point with that tonight, finally.
I swear, it makes me laugh every damn time.
No, he's not. So great theme. Next week gonna play some mature rated games because we're a mature crowd around here. That's what we do. I like that theme a lot. That's well done.
You're welcome.
So do we just take it home, or should we answer
Well,
the game the
we
two
have
question
to-
of the week?
We have to do question of the week, and we have to do the Patreon things.
God, this show is so long.
Dude, it's a long show now.
We started late.
All right, Johnny. So you want to lay it out there about the question of the week?
Yeah. So our question of the week is: we asked everybody, "What is your favorite piece of DLC?"
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, we got a couple of answers in that I'm pulling up now.
John's not pulling up anything. He's like on calculator right now.
No. So Alex Messenger said he has to go with the Borderlands 2 DLC, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. If you love nerdy shit, you will love the shit out of this DLC. Takes place in a Dungeons and Dragons type of game called Bunkers and Badasses. It is filled with all kinds of references to Dark Souls, Game of Thrones, etc. It's pretty fucking fun to fight giant badass orcs with dual wielding assault rifles. Ooh, that does sound kind of cool.
Sweet.
If you like Borderlands, you should check it out.
Good call.
Can I tell you my favorite DLC?
Yes.
My favorite
do it.
DLC, we kind of touched on it a little bit in the first game, but my favorite DLC is the Travis Barker track pack for Guitar Hero 5.
Nice.
Yeah, those Blink-182 jams.
I never even thought about about fucking Guitar Hero for this theme. This
That's
would've
the
been
third
perfect.
franchise I know things about.
There's so much DLC.
Yeah, so much.
Shit. So yeah, one of our other responses came from our good friend Pat Perkins on Facebook. He said, "Last resort answer, but the strawberry surprise costume in one Chanbara Z2 Chaos. Google it for yourself." Did anybody happen to Google that before the show?
No.
It's definitely
turns all the-
sex.
It makes all the women in the game naked with strawberries covering their nipples and bananas covering their pussies. So it is
Okay.
truly Japanese.
That's Trump's America. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just looked it up now, and that is a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Got a banana over your slit and a strawberry on them nips. Thanks, Pat, for bringing that into the game.
Strawberry Nips would be a good Beatles album. I would listen to.
Strawberry Nips forever.
Yeah.
We got
Wayward Game
one
That
from
Tune co-host Jesse Moore also commented.
R.I.P. Jesse, miss you every day.
He's coming back. He's almost back. Yeah, the Money in the Bank cash-in's taken so long, but he's almost back. Yeah, the check just won't clear.
Wait till you hear my end song.
If expansion packs count, I said yes. He said Wraith of the Lich King was the second expansion to World of Warcraft, and at that time our guild was into all sorts of hijinks. It had the first epic class, which were the Death Knights, a higher level cap with tons more to see and do. I also had way more free time to dedicate to it. Good call if you're a World of Warcraft guy. Johnny, you got any more?
We got one from Dire Honchcrow on Twitter.
Yep.
Who says the DLC case for Ace Attorney Dual Destinies was the best case in that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He also followed that up by saying, if you consider it DLC, the 2 expansions for Shovel Knight were awesome too. And he's fucking right, because Shovel Knight is dope.
Oh god.
There were a lot of excellent. There's a lot of excellent DLC for Roller Coaster Tycoon, by the way. I just want to think.
He's not wrong.
The 4th franchise that Ryan knows.
I know 4 things for this show.
Should we all say our favorite DLC, or should we fucking save it for a quick bonus episode?
Let's just go ahead and do it now, and we'll make the bonus episode strictly about the bonus music.
Fuck yeah. So easily my favorite DLC, since I have not yet downloaded the Breath of the Wild DLC, currently is the Mario Kart 8 DLC that added the 16 new tracks and cute, adorable ass new costumes for everything. I love the fucking Excite Bike track, the 2 F-Zero tracks, the Animal Crossing track. Mario Kart 8 DLC, fucking dope.
Nice. I know I said it last week in the bonus episode, but in all honesty, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 DLC is really good.
Michael Jackson's Moonwalker didn't have any DLC, I guess.
No.
Did you download that His Story DLC?
Ooh, no. No, so for those not in the know, there was a re-release of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on phones where they finished the Hidden Palace Zone, which was a level that was cut like 20 years ago. So when you buy Sonic 2 for your phone, you're basically buying like a 20-year-old DLC kind of. So it was really cool. So that's my favorite piece of DLC.
And David, I think we probably covered your favorite DLC, but let's hear about it.
Well, see, here's the thing. The way the question is worded, I really think that the Hyrule Warriors and the Hyrule Warriors Legends DLC is the best. But if I had to choose a favorite, I actually think it's Ryu in Smash Brothers 4.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think it's awesome that Smash Brothers, like a game that's based around mascots, has like the iconic Street Fighter character, and the way they implemented him is amazing because he plays just like Street Fighter. It's so good.
Yeah, they literally added in a Street Fighter character and gave him his own playstyle for Smash Brothers, which was fucking awesome. So yeah, you're right. Great call.
I want to update my answer.
Okay, update it, Ryan.
My favorite DLC is when I pay $1 in Candy Crush to use all my skips and just keep playing.
Perfect.
Damn it. Yeah, it's the extra items in Frozen Freefall on the phone. Olaf's little snowflake item really helps you out.
Said
anyway,
Strawberry Nips, it made me think about it.
So great show tonight, guys. A lot of fun. Thanks to everybody that tuned in live with us live on Facebook, facebook.com/GameThatTune, twitch.tv/GameThatTune, YouTube Gaming. Search for Game That Tune. We don't have that custom URL yet. Sorry. What am I forgetting? Patreon. Everybody needs to go to our Patreon and give us money, especially lots and lots of money, because it gets you shouted out on the show like this. Special thanks to our super fan tier Patreon producer, Alex Messenger. We appreciate your contribution to the show. And at this moment, we're doing it for you, buddy.
That's the same guy who in chat just wrote sex.
Yes.
So
he knows the best theme for episode 69.
I wanted to say games that had sex scenes, and I was like, that's too weird. We'll go MA.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so check us out at patreon.com/GameThatTune. We got a lot of fun exclusives coming that way. And then just follow us on Twitter at GTTPod. You can follow me at JGangsta187. Follow David Fleming on Twitter at
DFD Fleming.
Follow Ryan Drake on Twitter at
Real Donald Trump.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that over again. Follow John Regan on Twitter at
JP Regan JR.
And follow Ryan Drake, this week's winner, and possibly new king of the show, on Twitter at
RAYKE, Rake.
There you go. Or Real Donald Trump. Just send all your comments that way.
Yeah.
So take us home, Ryan. What's the bonus tunes for this week?
It's just one song. It's a minute long. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Just live in it. Just bathe in it.
Okay.
You're welcome.
What can he say? Oh man, Hyrule Warriors Legends is copyright 2016 Koei Tecmo Games Company Limited and Nintendo of America Incorporated. Until Dawn is copyright 2015 Supermassive Games. Fire Emblem Awakening is copyright 2013 Nintendo of America Incorporated and Intelligent Systems Company Limited. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is copyright 2006 Bethesda Softworks LLC. Grand Theft Auto 4 is copyright 2008 Take-Two Interactive Software Incorporated.